Madhuri, can you start reading? Just read about a paragraph, maybe two small paragraphs. Yeah, here's your mic. No, not the text, the passage. Primarily religion. Yeah. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Passage for discussion. Primarily, religion means to know God and to love Him. That is religion. Nowadays, because of lack of training, nobody knows God. What to speak of loving Him? People are satisfied simply going to the places of worship and praying. Oh God, give us our daily bread.
In the stream of Bhagavatam, this is called chanting religion because
Because you used to chanting.
because the aim is not to know and learn, but to gain some personal profit. In other words, if I profess to follow some religion, but I don't know who God is or how to love Him, then I am practicing a cheating religion.
Thank you.
Whoever teaches how to know God and how to love Him, he is a spiritual master. Sometimes bogus men mislead people. I'm God. They claim, and people who do not know what God is believe them. You must be a serious student to understand who God is and how to love Him. Otherwise, you will simply waste your time.
We are presenting the science of how one can know Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by practicing the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. They teach us that our only business is to love God. Our business is not to ask God for our necessities. God gives necessities to everyone, even to one who has no religion. For example, cats and dogs have no religion, yet Krishna supplies them with the necessities of life. So why should we bother Krishna for our daily bread? He is already supplying it. Real religion is to learn how to love Him.
First class religion teaches one how to love God without any motive. If I serve God for some profit, that is business, not love. Real love of God is ahatuki apratihata. It cannot be checked by any material cause. It is unconditional. If one actually wants to love God, there is no impediment. One can love Him whether one is poor or rich, young or old, black or white.
There are 4 classes of men: the karmis, the gyanis, the yogis, and the bhaktas, and each achieves a different goal. The karmis work for some material profit. For example, in the city, many people work hard day and night, and their purpose is to get some money.
A gyani is a person who thinks, why am I working so hard? The birds, bees, elephants, and other creatures have no profession, yet they are also eating. So why should I unnecessarily work so hard? Rather, let me try to solve the problems of life, birth, death, old age, and disease. Gyanis try to become immortal. They think that if they merge into God's existence, then they will become immune to birth, death, old age, and disease. Yogis try to acquire some mystic power to exhibit a wonderful show. For instance, a yogi can become very small if you put him in a locked room, and he can come out through any little space. By showing this kind of magic, the yogi is immediately accepted as a very wonderful man. Of course, modern yogis simply show some gymnastics. They have no real power, but a real yogi has some power which is not spiritual but material.
It's okay. But the bhakta or the devotee does not want anything for himself. He simply wants to serve God out of love, just as the mother serves her child. There is no question of profit in a mother's service to her child. Out of pure affection and love, she cares for him. When you come to this stage of loving God, that is perfection. Neither the karmi, nor the jnani, nor the yogi can know God. Only the bhakta can know God. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Only through the process of bhakti can one understand God. Krishna never says one can understand him by other processes. No. Only through bhakti can one understand Krishna. If you are interested in knowing God and loving him, then you must accept the devotional process. No other process will help you.
Thank you. So we have some questions now to guide our discussion. Shall we start from you? Okay. So these are discovery questions, and you will find the answers in the passage themselves. You can go through, you can read it once again for yourself, silently, and then we'll start. Real religion? Yeah, okay.
Religion means to know God and to love Him.
Oh, very good. And yourself, who is a true spiritual master? Yes.
Who is a true Christian? I'm saying myself what I need and my words. Spiritual master is giving us true pathway.
True pathway.
True pathway. Good to lead to us and take to us our soul to God. Yeah, God Krishna.
Okay. He teaches us who is God.
Who is God?
And then what else does he do?
He has to guide us as spiritual, how to love God, how to serve Him, and then by God, because God is in everywhere. Everywhere you have to look. Everywhere is not a material body; it's a spiritual body. So we have to love each other, serve each other. That we are learning from our spiritual master.
But what does he teach us first?
Teach us love to God, love to God.
Love to
Yes,
God.
and love to God. Yes. And then love to human as we
Here is that we are discussing from here. Right? Okay.
So love to God.
Okay.
And true love. True love is whole things is surrender to God.
Okay. Wonderful. Very good. Very good. And there's an understand question, so you can tell in your own words. Right? In what different ways are people cheated from following real religion? Can you mention at least one way in which they are cheated? How do people cheat us?
Okay, you follow this religion and you will get benefits. You will really benefit. And otherwise, your sicknesses will be cured. And so you really don't see the point there, because they won't talk about the body and the soul and all that. So we just get into, it's again, you're not thinking of loving God then.
Yes.
So we miss the point of loving God, as it says here. And we just think about our own benefit. So we are centered ourselves. We are not God centered then.
So why is it called cheating? How are we getting cheated?
Because when you center yourself all the time, so if things go wrong, then there is no shelter for you, because you don't have God in your life, because it's all about yourself. So we go to this program not because my sickness is getting cured,
Okay.
and so otherwise, okay, I have some monetary issues, so it's like doing a bargain.
Okay, fantastic. And what is wrong in having a bargain with God? I need money, I go to God. Okay, God, I serve you, you give me some money. What's wrong with that?
Okay, if you have problems, you can always go to God and speak to Him, because He's your friend. But you can't have a bargain. It's out of reciprocation. It's love. So there is no love there. You demand. He's not a demanding thing.
But I
It's
need
not
food
that.
to eat, right? I need food and shelter, clothing.
He knows what you need more than you know what you need. So He will provide. But it's matter of you have to have faith. So sometimes we don't know what we need actually.
Okay, thank you very much. And any other way that we get people cheat us from knowing who is really God?
Actually, I've seen in my case, one of my friends whose husband, he was.
If you don't mind,
Yeah.
here
Yeah,
discussing the passage.
Yeah, yeah.
And later on you can talk about it.
Yeah.
Here, what does it say about being cheated?
Cheated.
From
Cheating in the sense.
becoming true religion. How do people cheat us from knowing God?
They do some magics by doing some magics and all, by doing in the passage it's mentioned like yogic practice, becoming like a smaller, bringing some things like, vibhuti or kumkum, something like that, creating some fire and all. And by doing all this, people will think like, he has some powers. So, extraordinary powers, and in that way they are cheating, like, they themselves they are showing that he is a god. I myself am a god. So, like that, people are getting cheated, even though they don't have that.
Yeah, wonderful answer. Okay. And what is Krishna consciousness teaching you?
In the passage it says it's teaching us who is God and how to love Him. So Krishna consciousness is doing that through service ultimately, through serving Krishna and serving the devotees. So that answer.
And what is our business? What is our real business?
To love God
Yeah.
and to put that love into action through loving devotional service, through bhakti yoga.
And why is it that we should not ask for anything?
Krishna is providing. Krishna is giving us everything, but I guess as a start, is there a problem in asking him for something to start a relationship? Maybe if that's what our desires are, is that necessarily?
No, for he's saying that it is not necessary to ask things to God. On what basis is he saying that? Why is it not necessary to ask God for?
So like the yanis, if they see even the birds and the bees have shelter in these things, so to, like it mentions the karmis in the passage, to work so hard night and day for something that we have anyway, it's our quota. So how many breaths we're going to breathe and how many Lakshmi we're going to earn in our life is already predetermined. So to waste our lives meditating on these things is a waste of this birth.
Okay. Thank you. Very good. Describe who's a karmi. Who's a karmi? There are 4 types of people, right? And who's a karmi?
So karmis are the people who pray to God, but not out of love. They pray to God to get something. If they are,
You have to define on the basis of what's given here.
so the karmis work for the material profit. So if they are praying to God, they want something material benefit. That's why whatever they do, if they serve you, they want something from you. That's why they are doing. So there is no selfless service in karmis.
Gyanis who try to become immortal, who try to emerge in Brahma Jyoti and this, they're the Gyanis. Like they
Why
are.
don't they work? Why don't Gyanis work?
Because the example is given here, because I said the birds, the bees, elephants, they're not working hard like a human being has. Still they have their food and everything. Why should I working hard for my daily prayer and other things? So that's what I can things.
And what is his desire?
His desire to merge into Brahma Jyoti, merge God existence.
But why does he do that? Why does he want to merge?
Because then he thinks that if I merge the Brahma Jyoti, then I will become immune to birth, death, old age, and disease. So that's it.
And become immortal.
Immortal, yeah.
Why is a bhakti or devotional process the best of all?
Because in bhakti, you would do devotional service, or you would love the God unconditionally, without wanting anything for it, without any motive. Because of that reason, it's the best. All other processes.
How do we know for sure that that's the best process? What's the use of being selfless?
Because it's the best process. You can go back to Krishna. Whereas with the other process, it doesn't take you anywhere. It's all temporary.
Okay. And that, what's the Sanskrit verse quoted there?
Bhakti Amam Abhijanati.
Yeah.
Only through the process of bhakti one can understand God, and they can go back to God.
Very good. Very good. So now we have the application question. All of you, please answer them. Share your realization on what you want from following religion and why you want it. What do you want from religion?
Religions for me is not like categorized in Hindu, Muslim, Sikh. For me, everyone is equal. In every way. That's from starting when I came into Krishna consciousness. Before that, I realized all are equal. My friends, they used to be Muslim also, Sikh also, but I never see like because usually like now we are in Krishna consciousness, but usually material like we see as in religions countries, this caste or religions in Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, like that. But religions for me is to make other happy with your karma, with your work, with your just give care, just learn to give. Learn to give your, whenever anyone needs, whatever, as an emotional way, platform, or as an, if you are, as a financially, and every way, that's religion for me. Otherwise, if we see, there are, with the name of religion, there are many things happen outside the material world. Just for the
So
sake
you want religion to make you a better person?
that's one. For any circumstances, we should not leave our truthfulness, we should not leave our core culture, any circumstance. That's what even before coming to Krishna, my parents also they taught me the same, and even also it's helped me to come in the Krishna consciousness easily. to adopt this.
Yeah. What do you want from religion?
Religions means in Dharma means say the
No, religion here we mean praying to God, loving Him. What do you want from God?
loving him and God, Krishna. Religion make people human. And then religions, I love the religions. I'm from small, little age. I love the puja, kirtan, but I don't know what ultimately what is the meaning of puja, what is the praying. But at the moment I understand, a little bit understand. So what is the meaning of God? Why we are loving God? What should we do? And the loving God is make us peaceful, happiness, and then this is the main things in our life, in human beings. We have to happy ourselves and then make us other people happy as well. This is the
Looking for happiness.
happiness. And happiness is that we are always looking happiness. Where we can go dancing to discover, thinking, but little happiness. This is short-term happiness. But loving God and praying God is longer happiness. It's not short time. This is you can do it in material. We have to go hard to God. Main things as I know, the religion means make us human, happy.
For me, I was brought up as Buddhist, and at that time, I always felt, even as a child, I used to always look up and say, God, God. So, and my papa always taught me, whatever happens, even if I fall down, I used to say, thank God. And sometimes some people wonder, why are you saying thanking God? I said, I fell down, but nothing happened to me. I used to be like that. And when he passed away, I felt a vacuum. And somehow, although I was brought up as a Buddhist, I always looked for God. So I felt this is not the end, I just need some, this is not what I'm looking. And I used to go to church and looking for God. And so somehow, when I first went and sat in my Bhagavad Gita class, that was in Dubai, Sharjah, I felt like, oh, they're answering everything. I don't have any questions to ask. The lecturer, he was talking to me all in out. I didn't have to ask any questions, so I felt very complete and very happy. And what was it? I felt like very fulfilling. So that's why I moved. And also I didn't know about loving God because my parents said, always do your duties and leave the rest to God. This is what my papa said always. So that's all I can say.
Here, first question: what you want from following religion and why you want it?
No, the application question. Yeah. Why you
What you want from following religion and why you want it? So, what I want from following religion, before coming to Krishna consciousness, religion means I don't have much idea, frankly speaking. Like just I used to believe Mana Seva, Madhu Seva. Like that's what was my belief. After coming to the Krishna conscious, I understood religion through Shastra and through my Siksha Gurus. I understood what is real religion. Then I felt like, oh, this makes sense. So what I was thinking was wrong. What is a real religion? What was my dharma? What is my dharma? Then I understood. So here religion means what I understood, just following the Lord's words is a real religion. So what I want exactly from this following religion is what always in whole Bhagavad Gita, Lord says that following the Lord's words is a real religion. So by following that, I'll get directly get connected to Lord, and I'll get the opportunity to serve the Lord through Guru Sadhu Shastra. I'll get the opportunity to serve the Lord. Otherwise, I'm nowhere. I don't get any opportunity to serve the Lord, and I don't even get chance to understand what is the serving mood and all. So that's what I thought.
So what I want from following religion, several things. Happiness and love, and that's what I ended up on. But personal development as well. So being the best person I can be, and I guess I find happiness in that.
Hare Krishna. So, from my childhood, I have a question: who I am and why I am here on this place. Just to eat, give exams, suffer and die. So I asked myself this question many times. And from religion, I want to understand my identity, who I am, and how I am related to God. Does God exist? And how do we know Him? What is the way to serve Him? How to love Him? So these are all questions I'm seeking from a religion. So yeah, and how to be happy in this world. How to serve others, and what is favorable to God and what is not. So all these questions brings me near to a religion, and that's what I'm expecting from it.
Very nice.
Actually, to me, my religion is like what religion is. Religion means to know who I am, what is my relationship with God, and like what is why I'm here, what is my existence. So there's the only way to know God is religion. Religion is our real by the devotional service, so we need to know God is and what is our relationship with Him. And what I want from religion is to make me a better person. I want to be happy in real life through the devotional service, to serve God through devotional service. That's what religion is. Thank
you. From this passage, I understood who I am. I'm a karmi, basically. So I work hard, 9 to 5, and then I want more money. So I look for ways to get. So when I go to temple, I pray to God and ask for more money. So now I also understand from this passage, I can also be a bhakta. I don't want to be a yogi, I don't want to do any magic or anything like that. But I can become a devotee and experience true love. Another question I used to have is like when I was from childhood, I've been told I'm a Hindu by my parents. But I used to wonder, but in Christianity we have one God. And then in Muslims they have one God. But in Hindus, you go to temple, you have every direction you turn, you have so many gods. But here, reading this passage, if you are a bhakta, then if you follow this process, then you know who the actual God is. And then we can also, by this process, we can also learn to love Him. So if this is true in this process, then I would like to try this process.
Thank you very much. So I'll just briefly summarize. So today, what we got to know is what is the definition of true religion. Religion means to know who is God and how to love Him, right? Normally, people don't know what is real religion, isn't it? People are really, and there are many religions, but people don't know why we have religion, and they don't even know who is God, isn't it? And there are so many people who, because they don't know who is God, and they try to cheat people and take advantage by saying, I'm God. And many people believe them also because they don't know what is the qualification of God. And so, and also there is a general, traditional religion, they only say that you go and ask God for, oh God, give me my daily bread. And that is really like being cheated, because when you see someone great, you should ask for something great. Why should you go and ask something which is anyway giving you? So that's why they don't know what we should ask God. They are not teaching us, and so we are getting cheated in so many ways. And so this Krishna consciousness movement is very, very special, because here we are giving you the real knowledge about who is God and the process how to love Him. I mean, how to develop a relationship with Him and how to love Him. All this Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam is teaching us. And also the kind of love should be not like a business. I come to you, I give you this, so you give me that. That is like bartering. But we actually like that it's compared to a mother's mother's love for its child, that there is no expectation at all. Simply she feels joy just serving the child. And in the same way, we want to that's selfless love. That is, gives us complete happiness and perfection. But this is of course the topmost, person, what he would do. But there are four types of people. And normally people are karmis who just like to work hard, get lots of money and enjoy their senses. And that's it. They are very selfish kind of life. And then the more intelligent people are jnanis who think that why should I work hard just to eat? When all the, you see around, you wonder how do all the animals and birds and bees get their food. So they are very intelligent and they realize I'll get my food also. So if if I'm just living in harmony with nature, you will get everything. It's only against nature when we go, we have to work hard. So they are more intelligent, but their purpose, they want to find out, I want to put an end to this birth, death, old age and disease, but I want to become immortal and merge in God. But there is no love in this. There is no relationship with God, with love, because it's all selfish. I don't want to suffer anymore in this material world. Then you have the yogis who are a little more advanced because they control their senses and so on. And they do yoga and then they get some magical powers. Their intention is to know God within themselves, but what happens is they get, much before they can realize that, they get all these mystic powers, and then they are tempted to pretend that they are God and cheat people. And nowadays, of course, these yogis don't even have those kind of powers. They just do some gymnastics or tricks, magic tricks, and then cheat people to make money. And so here Krishna is saying that the bhakta is the best because he doesn't want anything in return for whatever love he is giving God. And so when we reach that level of perfection, then only we are perfect. So and Krishna says that only such a devotee can know me as I am.